We need to let go of anything that is getting in the way of the life that we want, the life that we dream of. Like, I want you to have the best life ever. Can we talk about cycles, please? You know what I'm talking about. You keep doing that thing that God is screaming, your soul screaming, universe screaming at you to stop. But you keep doing it because of comfort or whatever reason you want to come up with. And I just want to let you know that you cannot get to the next level until you let go. So I know about cycles, trust me. I was not able to cut this person out of my life that I knew was no good for me. I mean, like, toxic to my soul. But with all the signs the universe gave me, I kept doing it. I was making excuses. I'm like, God, tell me if I should cut this person off. Sign. And I'm like, but. So I found every reason. I'm like, but I've known him for so long. And I'm like, they're my best friend. And it's like, baby, you can find another best friend. You can know somebody else for just as long. You can know somebody else for a short amount of time and still have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful friendship. So I learned from this experience. And as soon as I let go, God brought me better. And I felt a sense of peace. And I believe that when you listen to life, you get rewarded instantly. Like something, like a weight gets lifted right away, and something felt heavy on you and you didn't even know why this thing felt heavy on you. But then you let go of something that you know you should have let go of. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a thing. It could be a place. It could be a habit. You finally let it go. And a weight, a literal, it's like not a literal weight, but you feel like it was. You get lighter. And then God gifts you, or universe or source or whatever you believe in, that higher power, rewards you for listening. So listen to life. But before we get into this video, hit that like button down below, because I'm about to give you some sauce. I'm about to give you some juice. Yes, we about to get connected today, baby. We about to figure out how to raise this vibration and elevate. So hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, and also hit that bell notification so you can know when I drop my next gym, which is every Saturday for now. Okay, so it's so funny how we say we want these things, right? But we won't let go of the thing that's no longer serving us. And if we let go of that thing, we make room for better. Doesn't it? It kind of just makes sense. It's like, okay, that's logical. So it makes sense. And I know it's scary. Like, and I know it's hard, like low key, like there's energy that you feel when it's time to let go of something and you won't let go of it. There's like literal energy there. But you just gotta let go and take a day at a time and be patient with yourself. But let that thing go. Like, let it go. And if you need, like, if it's hard, ask for help. Your angels, God, like universe, source, they are there to help you, to guide you. Like, trust me, I have asked for so much help and I have been assisted. So, yeah. So we're going to start with the big three. At least I believe these are the big three things that we all want. And then next we'll talk about what you keep attracting. And then we'll talk about how to get the things that you want. But first, you got to break that cycle, baby. You got to break that cycle. So let's start off with the three. I believe we all want good relationships and good connections with people. Second, I believe we all want an abundant life, whatever that may mean to us. And then third, I think we all want to, like, have a beautiful career, like, do something that we love every single day. So we're going to go off into those. So first we're going to start off with good relationships and good connections. So I don't know if you noticed, but if you keep someone around you that has bad energy, or that's like siphoning your energy, or you just keep giving and they're just not giving anything in return, like you get no receiving, it's one-sided, and you're kind of like a people pleaser, or any of these signs, I don't know if you notice, but every single person that comes into your life, it's the same energy. It's the same kind of person. So in order to change this and to get good relationships, you need to become the person that you want to attract. You cannot attract someone different from what you are or what you believe that you are. So if you don't love yourself, you can't attract someone who loves you. You're going to attract someone who doesn't love themselves. And y'all gonna try to love each other, and it's not gonna work. You can't attract a friend if you don't have good intentions yourself, because that friend is not going to have good intentions as well. You just attract what you are. So that's number one. Then you need to heal from past traumas. You need to heal. Once you heal and figure out what's hurting you, what's hindering you, what's stopping your growth, this raises your vibration once you heal that thing. So say you didn't have a father in your life. I'm gonna use me as an example. My dad was not there for me. He left and did not claim me most of my life. Now he's back in my life. Beautiful relationship for the most part. But anyways, that gave me abandonment issues. And when I had a breakup later on in life, it tore me down more than it probably should have. But it wasn't all the relationship that tore me down. It was the fact that my dad abandoned me, and that gave me abandonment issues, which gave me attachment issues. And it just kept leading on. But once I went through that breakup and I healed that trauma, now I can attract people into my life who are healed as well, who want to love me the right way. And now I don't need to be attached to anyone because I love me, and I'm not worried about needing love from someone. I just give it knowing that it's coming back in return because I love me so much. So all this extra love that I have exudes out, if that makes sense. And yeah, that leads off and that goes into the next thing I wanted to talk about. You need to love yourself so motherfucking deeply, so deeply that nobody can tell you who you are. And that is so important. It is so important. And then you can be your genuine self. And then the people that come into your life, they feel that they can be themselves around you. Now you're not attracting fraudulent people because you are your authentic self. So these people naturally, because that's what you attracted from the energy that you gave off, are being themselves. I got caught up in that. I attracted people who were not themselves, who wore a mask. And you know why? It's because I was wearing a mask. I was acting as if I was this whatever person I was, but I wasn't being true to myself. I didn't know who I was. But once I found myself, now I'm attracting people into my life who are beautiful souls, who really want the best for me because I want the best for them, who really loves me because they love themselves, and vice versa. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's how you get good relationships. Next, we're going to talk about an abundant life. So you want an abundant life, but you keep thinking negative thoughts and having every reason why you can't, or you don't deserve that, or you have like just some kind of programming from the past that's telling you, oh, you can't do this, oh, you can't do that. I'm sorry, why the fuck can't you? I'm sorry, I'm a cusser. Okay, so in order to have an abundant life, you need to have abundant thoughts. And I have a video on this, on why everything matters. The way you think matters, the way you feel matters, and the way you take action matters, and it's all in alignment. When you hear that thought comes in that is telling you what you can't do, you replace that with a thought that you can do it. And you don't give that thought energy. You can do anything. And you need to wholeheartedly believe that. And if you don't wholeheartedly believe that, brainwash yourself. And I'm going to make a video on brainwashing yourself. So all brainwashing yourself is having an affirmation and believing in it. And you know what? When you start off, you're probably not going to believe in it. I've gone through this, trust me. You have an affirmation and you keep saying this affirmation until it rings true to you. And then you start seeing it on the physical because you believe it internally. We create from the inside first, and then we see on the outside. So you don't let that inside voice tell you who you are. You tell that inside voice who you are. You build that voice in your head to be the strongest character because you are the main character of this game, of life, however you want to look at it. So you make sure you have abundant thoughts. When you paying that bill, you say, thank you. This comes back to me 10 times more. When you see your bank account, and if it's not a lot of money in there, say, don't worry, this is filling up easily and frequently. Whatever you got to tell yourself. Brainwash yourself. Have abundant thoughts. And make sure you are feeling good all day. And I mean all day. To live an abundant life, it takes work. It's not easy. But once it's natural for you, it's easy. I don't let a thought cross my mind that's negative. If a thought comes in that's negative, I'm fixing it because I am the creator of my life. And I'm not going to let some programming from the past create my life. It's not happening. So, move this hair. Stay positive. Yeah, I think I really went in on that one. Like in order to have an abundant life, you need abundant thoughts, you need abundant emotions, and you need to take abundant action. And you know what that means. Make it happen. And then you want a certain career. But guess what? Your habits are not in alignment with what you say. If you want to get out of that dead-end job, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to build businesses or buy franchises, what are your habits in your day in order to get to that thing? Please tell me. Because if your habits are not your habits throughout your day tell me exactly who you are. Exactly who you are. So, in order to get that career, get you a calendar. You have it on your phone, no matter what kind of phone you got, you have it on your phone, or get you a calendar book and start adding habits that have to do with whatever this career is. I want to build my own clothing brand. Okay, calendar. In this calendar, I'm going to write YouTube. Look up how to start my own clothing brand or whatever. Next day, Tuesday. That was Monday. Now we on Tuesday. Okay, there were 10 steps in order to build my own clothing brand. Tuesday, step 1. Wednesday, step 2. Thursday, step 3. Like, if you want something, do one thing towards that thing. And then your habits will start to grow, honestly. It's crazy how you start one thing in your life, and once you start on this, it's like a snowball effect. Like everything compounds, the good and the bad. So if you're eating Cheetos and Doritos and drinking soda all day, that's going to compound. Like it may not show you right now, but eventually you're going to get fat. I'm just being real. But if you're eating chicken breast and broccoli and brown rice, and I'm not saying you can't, have a slice of pizza here and there, but you keep it in moderation and every day you're working towards being healthy, you're going to have a healthy body naturally over time. So your life is growing in one way. Which way you want it to grow? Which way do you want your life to compound? The same way money compounds, your health compounds, your habits compound, all of it. So what we doing, baby? So you want this certain career? I'm going to end this off with the certain career part. Let me tell you what has helped me when I don't feel like doing anything. Meditation and visualization. So meditation helps me release all the negative energy out of my body. And it rewires me, and I'm like thinking like all these abundant thoughts, and then I'm like, I get clear and my mind isn't as loud, and I'm able to make more effective choices. And then I'm like, didn't I say I wanted to do this? Okay, so this is how I do this if I just take this one step. Break it down and figure out what that next step is. So meditation helps with that. Visualization helps because I run through the script in my mind. I'm like, okay, so I say I want to make a video on YouTube. I got to set up my computer. I got to put my makeup on. I got to take a shower, like all that, not in that particular order. And then I'm scripting myself doing that thing. And then I naturally move like that. There's no energy needed. So visualization is look up videos on visualization. You're going to be blown away. You can create your whole life just visualizing, and it's effortless. You sit still and You build pictures with your mind, and then you naturally move that way. So, yes, before we can get any of these things, we need to let go of anything that is getting in the way of the life that we want, the life that we dream of. Like, I want you to have the best life ever. And I know sometimes I sound like I'm being so hard, but it's because I understand, like, I've been through these cycles of holding on to things that don't serve me and not staying consistent with what I say I'm going to do and letting a negative thought just come in and really take over my life. It's like, no, thank you. I'm not going there ever again. Like, ever again. And I just want you guys to live the most abundant life. And if I can help you take a shortcut and get there even faster, like, I'm here for it. So break those cycles and become your best self. Do it for yourself. Like, do it for yourself. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but guess what? It'll become habit. And anything that becomes habit becomes easy because then you do it naturally. It's just who you are, it's who you become. You're no longer that person who says they're going to do something and don't do it. So thank you guys for listening. Before we get out of here, instead of homework, we're going to leave off with an affirmation. And this affirmation is, I let go of all that is no longer serving me. I let go of all that is no longer serving me. I'll talk to you soon. Love, peace, and abundance.